Hey y'all, I'm Mickey Gousset. And let's be honest for a second. Merge conflicts are the worst, right? You're working on a feature, you go to merge your pull request and BAM! Git throws up its hands and it says, I have no idea what you want me to do here. And then you're stuck, manually going through each conflict, trying to figure out which changes to keep, which to discard, and hoping you don't accidentally break something in the process. Well, what if I told you that GitHub has basically solved this problem with AI? Today, I'm going to show you GitHub Copilot's Fix with Copilot feature that can automatically resolve merge conflicts for you with literally one click. No command line, no Git expertise required, just pure AI magic happening right in your browser. So here's how this works behind the scenes. When GitHub detects merge conflicts in a pull request, it now offers a Fix with Copilot button right there on the conflict page. When you click it, Copilot Coding Agent analyzes both sides of the conflict. It looks at the changes from your feature branch, the changes from your target branch, and most importantly, it tries to understand the intent behind each change. This isn't just picking one side over the other. Copilot is looking at the surrounding code context, variable names, function signatures, comments, everything it can use to make an intelligent decision about how these changes should be combined. I mean, it's like having a really smart developer look over your shoulder and say, oh, I see what both of you were trying to do here. Let me merge these changes in a way that preserves both your intents. And the really cool part is that this all happens server-side on github.com. You don't need any special tools installed. You don't have to be a Git expert, and you don't even need to clone the repository locally. This feature is accessible to anyone with access to the repository, making merge conflict resolution much more democratic across different skill levels. All right, now I'm going to show you this in action. So I've set up a scenario here where we have a simple Node.js application with a user authentication module. And I've simulated, here's our user authentication module, here's our validators.js. And I've simulated two different developers making the same change to the same file. So I have two different branches here, one with password validation in it and the other with username validation in it. So the first developer added input validation for the username, while the second added password strength requirements. Now both modified the same validation function, so we're definitely going to have a conflict. All right, so let's first make a pull request for the password validation branch. So if we go to the password validation branch and do compare pull request, we can have Copilot create us a summary. And this one should just merge. We shouldn't have any problems with this merging because it was a branch directly off of main and no one else has modified the file on the main branch yet. So see, no problems with this merging. So I like to do squash merges. So we'll do a squash merge, confirm and squash the merge. All right. And so now if we go back and look on our main branch, and we go into the validators, there's all the password security validation requirements. So let's create a pull request now to merge in the username requirements. So we'll click compare pull request. You'll notice that it's already telling us that we can't automatically merge, but don't worry, we can still create the pull request, so that's great. So I'm going to have Copilot generate a summary for me. And I'll go ahead and create the pull request. And here we go. As we're going to see in just a moment, GitHub immediately detects that there's merge conflicts. And it shows me the warning message we saw earlier. In the old days, honestly, that would have meant I'd either have to resolve this locally with the command line or use GitHub's web editor to manually pick through each particular conflict. But look at this. So it's telling me The branch has conflicts that must be resolved. It's giving me it's telling me where the file that has the problem. It's giving me the option to go to the web editor to edit this. But now I've got a resolve conflicts button, and I can choose to either edit on the web, which would take me to the web editor, or I can choose to fix this with Copilot. And this is where the magic is going to happen. I'm going to choose fix with Copilot. We'll give this just a moment. Oh, no, then it asked me to add a comment here, and you'll notice what it's doing is it's doing an @Copilot, and I'm telling it to resolve the merge conflicts in this pull request. And I'll click comment. So what we have done is we've asked Copilot Cloud Agent at this point to go review the merge conflict and fix it for us. You'll see there's some eyes here. Notice saying that Copilot has started looking at this for us. And there's also a session that we can view. So Copilot is going to examine all the changes on both sets. Copilot Cloud Agent is, and then it's going to come back and propose, hopefully, a solution for us. So let's go watch this thing run. So if we go over to View Session, then as you've seen with my other videos with Copilot Cloud Agent, which again used to be called Copilot Coding Agent, we can see it's inspecting the Git status, the recent commits, the repo file, progress is being made, checking branches, and it's going to work to figure out how do we merge, how do we resolve this conflict. Now, ideally, what I'm hoping is it adds in both the username validation and keeps the password validation that was already there. That would be the best of both worlds. All right, and we can see that it's identifying where the potential problems are. Resolve validators merge. Oh, move too quick. Resolve validators merge conflict by keeping both password and username validation. Perfect. And it says it resolved it by keeping both branches logic, which is exactly what we wanted it to do. It's going to finalize it up here. Once it finishes working, then we'll go back to the pull request and we'll view exactly what it did. First off, it's going to do code QL checks and some other checks just to make sure everything is safe. And then once it finishes, we'll go back to the pull request. We'll verify the change that it's made and more than likely merge it since it is the appropriate change. Now you may be saying for this particular change, we're going on 2 or 3 minutes now. Again, I had it automatically choose the model, and it's using GPT-5.3 codecs. So we could have potentially chosen a different model, may or may not have gone faster. For this particular change, could the manual change have gone a little bit, maybe gone faster than this? Maybe. But it's a good example to show you how Copilot can help you with merge conflicts. So let's go back to view the pull request here. There we go. And now on the pull request, we can see it's resolved and pushed this commit. And it kept both the username and the password logic. If we look at the file that's changed, then we can see that it has kept both the username and the password logic. So it's done exactly what we wanted it to do. Now, here's the thing. Just because Copilot proposed this solution doesn't mean we should accept it blindly. I should review it carefully, and by looking at the changes that were happening in that pull request, it looked good to me, right? The username validation looked correct. The password requirements looked correct. Everything looked like it was supposed to. It looks very similar to how I would have done it manually, to be perfectly honest. And I feel good about this, so I'll just accept it and merge it. Notice that it's saying this is co-authored by both the Copilot agent as well as myself. And we're going to confirm, squash, and merge. And just like that, the conflict's resolved. The pull request is merged. Both developers' work was saved and we were able to get it merged correctly, and Copilot did all the work for us. And what I like is we didn't have to spend 20 minutes trying to resolve conflicts. Okay, let me be clear about a few things though. This feature is incredibly powerful, but it's not magic. Copilot seems to work best with semantic conflicts like what we saw, where the intent of both changes can be understood. For more complex architectural conflicts, or when the changes fundamentally contradict each other, you may still need some human judgment. And you always review Copilot's proposed resolution carefully, just like you would with any other developer. Just like with any AI tool, you want to verify that the solution makes sense for your specific context. And remember, this feature is available to anyone with GitHub Copilot access. It's just another way that AI is making development more accessible and efficient. Now, if you found this video helpful, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button and subscribe so that you get notified when I release new videos. Have you tried the Fix with Copilot feature yet? Let me know in the comments what you think. Honestly, I'd really like to hear about your experiences with AI-powered conflict resolution. Thanks for watching.